So starting off, Etienne, with a really general question, the 2020 annual meeting and leadership meeting will be familiar in some ways, but obviously it's going to be different in other ways. What do you see as one of the main changes this year?
Well, of course, the basic change is that we're going 100% virtual, and that we all know it. But I think going more into the specifics of the meeting, it's going to be kind of a 10 days meeting instead of 5 days, but it's going to be done in a very seamless way and in a very flexible way, because we do not expect our members to spend 12 hours a day in front of their screen. There's a lot of fatigue into that. We're more planning the meeting in such a way that you have full flexibility. You can get on the platform for a few hours, get out of it, and then come back. What is extremely important is that the first time ever that all our attendees will be under one roof, so as to say. And more importantly, we know that in the past, most of our members were spending their time doing business development, taking meetings, doing networking, with little chance to attend the sessions. For the first time ever, all our educational content is going to be available to all registrants. And that's going to be not only during the days of the meeting, but even up to the end of the year. Now, let's face it as well, this might not be a 10,000 registrants annual meeting, and we're absolutely fine with that. I would even go further. It might be a great opportunity for those who participate to have more business development opportunities, to have more networking opportunities. And I think it would be extremely smart to position yourself as participating in that meeting and have an active participation, because you're going to have much more opportunities to interact, to network with counterparts, with colleagues, with corporate members.
So how is registration going at this point in time?
Well, it's going really well. Of course, you know, this is a different meeting. It's a different meeting in terms of early bird. We're just, you know, almost at the end of early bird, and we know that normally people take advantage of early bird to have early access to hotels. We don't have hotels this year, so it's different in that sense. It's different as well in the sense that, you know, we launch registration during the summer period, July, August. That said, we are, you know, very confident about the end result of the registration, and so far the numbers are very much in line with our expectations. So we're very pleased with what we're seeing.
That's great to hear. Can you drill down a little more into the makeup of the registrants?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would like to start by saying that we are extremely pleased by the response we got from our corporate members. Almost 25% of registrants so far are corporates, and that is more than the double percentage that what we had in prior years. Almost 30% of our corporates have registered already more people than what they did in 2019. And for the associates, for the firms, we've seen that more than 10% of them have registered more people than in prior years. Just to give you some concrete data, 25% of our corporate members are bringing 3 or more people. 10% of our corporate members are bringing 6 or more people. In terms of the firms, 20% of the firms are bringing 3 or more, and 5% of the firms are bringing 6 or more. And last but not least, in terms of regions, we have 46% of our registrants coming from North America, 21% coming from Europe, 15% coming from Asia, and almost 14% coming from Latin America. So I would say there is a great mix. There is a huge participation from corporate members, more than ever. And we're very confident that our associate members, the law firms, will continue registering over the coming days.
So how will corporates be represented at the meeting? We're talking that there will be a large number of them, but will they be represented in a particular fashion?
Well, corporate members are going to be very active during this meeting. I had the privilege to talk to many corporate members, and the response we got from them was very positive from the very beginning. I immediately heard that they were very supportive of the idea of having a virtual meeting. I immediately got the message that they would be registering at least the same number of people, if not more than in prior years. And this is something that we've definitely seen in our numbers. I will, of course, not name any specific company, but there's been quite a few of them that on average would bring in the past 2 to 4 people. And this time they've literally doubled their participation. The other point that is very important to know about corporate members is that many corporations have agreed to hold their large meetings with external counsels within the INTA platform. And last but not least, corporate members are very interested by the educational sessions, but also by all the networking opportunities we're putting out there. Just to give you an example, in terms of table topics, around 25% of our total table topics will be moderated by corporate members. This is the highest number we've ever had. Again, in terms of companies, corporations such as Novartis, Bristol Myers, Estée Lauder, JTI, PMI, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Eli Lilly, Pfizer, Oracle, NBA, NBC, Facebook, Crocs, Richemont, just to name a few, have agreed to moderate table topics. So I really think, there is a great opportunity. And as a few corporate members mentioned to me, they see that as a win-win opportunity. And some of them told me, listen, we understand your point. This is a great opportunity for external counsels to, try to network and try to connect with us. But frankly, it's also a great opportunity for us to meet new external counsels, to reach new regions, and to identify potential external firms that we haven't really used in the past. So I think it's really a great opportunity.
So Etienne, would you characterize this as the go-to meeting for business development?
Well, I should perhaps not say that being the INTA CEO, but looking at what is out there, I would definitely say yes. In terms of networking opportunities and excluding any kind of social networking, we're talking, as of today, of 318 sessions, or what is equivalent 3,510 seats. And this is including table topics, speed networking, it's the corporate meetups. But in addition to that, we're gonna have the kind of networking space or hospitality area that is gonna be organized in tables. And there's gonna be plenty of opportunities to simply walk in, sit, and interact with people. In addition to that, we're gonna have the INTA app, which is an AI-empowered matchmaking solution that would not only allow you to interact and make, matches with people that have similar preferences to you, but it will also allow you to do a smart search of registrants, get in touch with them, exchange emails, and even going further, having, video conferences with them one-to-one. And last but not least, we're gonna have as well business hubs that are gonna be available. All these are additional networking opportunities. And on top of that, we'll be launching our social networking. And in addition to all that, our members themselves will be offering their either social or professional networking. So all in all, it's a huge networking offering, and it's an incredible opportunity to meet with colleagues, with counterparts, and with corporate members.
So developing this annual meeting and leadership meeting has been a huge undertaking for INTA. What are you personally most looking forward to in November?
Well, I'm really looking for a great experience for all our members. As we've had an opportunity to mention to many of the participants in town halls or members that have been interacting with us, this is a technology that will stay with us. And in fact, we're already working into our 2021 offering. We do hope to be able to go back to in-person meetings. I've always said nothing is going to replace a hug, nothing is going to replace a beer together at night. But that said, having the possibility of having in-person meetings and also offering some kind of virtual meeting and virtual networking, this is the future. And INTA has always been a forward-thinking organization. We will continue to do so. So I very much look forward to a meeting that I'm convinced will be extremely successful, When I look at the numbers at Early Bird, we're very confident about the outcome of the meeting. And of course, I have some kind of, privileged information about, the sessions, the educational content, the networking offerings. So I think everybody will be very pleased attending this meeting.